Hey everybody, Varun here from 𝗚𝗍𝗃𝗲𝗄. Guys, hope all of you are out there. You all are safe and you're doing well. If you're sitting at your home preparing for your PT, you are not really sure what you need to worry about in your writing section, this video is for you. Or if you have taken the exam, you are missing out in writing section, you're not really sure what the reason is, this video is for you as well. In this video, I'll be telling you what are the tasks which you need to focus on to make sure you get a very high score in writing section. And I'll be discussing the very first task of your writing section. Will give you the real trick, the real way of doing it, which works for a lot of students and even students who get 90. This works for them as well, and this is very simple. At first you won't really believe that this is possible. If I would be, I would have been in your place, I would have thought the same. But yes, this works, so make sure you stay with me till the very end. I'll be sharing each and everything. For writing section, first of all, remember this thing: if your writing is in total is 90, you do not really need to worry a lot about your writing section. Particularly, do not worry much about your essays. Do not worry much about your summarized written text. Why? Essays and summaries, if you know the right way and right order and template of doing these two tasks, you do not really need to worry about it, because they only contribute around 20 points on 90, and they're very easy if you know how you have to approach them in the right manner. But for your writing section, you need to focus a lot in your listening section and reading section. In listening, you need to worry about summarized spoken text. Make sure each and everything over there is perfect, because that will give you around 20 points in your writing. Then listening, fill in the blanks, very important for your writing section. And after that, you have to make sure your write from dictations are perfect, because they are going to give you around 30-35 points in your writing section. Once you have covered the listening section, then comes your reading section. Reading and writing blanks. Yes, probably a lot of you are not really aware that reading also contributes a lot in your writing section. Reading and writing blanks, also known as your drop down blanks, they're going to give you around 20 points in writing. So make sure you practice a lot of those blanks as well. Then comes your writing section. Essays are very important, and summary is important as well if you are aiming for 79 or 65. Summaries I'll be discussing in this video, and summary is very easy to write. First of all, what happens in summary, you get a passage which is around 300 words long, and based on the passage, you have to read the passage and you have to write a summary in just one sentence, which means you have to only use one full stop. You have to write between 5 to 75 words. Now, remember this thing, why this is very easy, because if I give the same summary to 1,000 students, each and every student will have a different answer. Let's suppose all of them, they're writing a perfect answer, but despite the fact the answer is perfect, each and every student will have a different answer. So there's no fixed answer. There's no fixed answer. PT cannot fix an answer. I'll tell you how your answer is marked. Once you submit, let's say there's a passage and you have typed your answer, you submit your answer. How is your answer marked? Your answer is marked based on 4 parameters. The very first thing computer is going to look for is content. What is content? Content doesn't really means, a lot of you think that content means I have to explain everything from the given passage. It doesn't really means that you're explaining each and everything from the passage. What computer is looking for? Computer is looking for keywords. What are keywords? Keywords are any kind of important words, proper nouns, words which are related to the main topic, words which are repeated again and again, any time period, or any kind of noun is a keyword. If you include around 6 to 9 keywords from the given passage in your answer, you are satisfying the requirements of your content. Content, you don't really need to write what the passage is about. You do not have to focus on the meaning. You have to focus on keywords. If you include around 6 to 9 keywords, if you can include more, that's always better. But at least 6 to 7 keywords are required from the given passage in your answer, and that's how you get your score in your content. Once you get points in your content, second is form. Very easy and very important. It simply means that you're writing the answer in one sentence. What does one sentence means? There should be only one full stop which is at the end of the sentence. You shouldn't use any kind of question marks or exclamation signs or even full stops in the middle. Do not write words like 18.1, u.s.a. Do not write a.d. Do not write Mr. You shouldn't use any kind of full stops or dots in the middle of the sentence. only one full stop which is at the end of the sentence, and your answer should be between 5 to 75 words. What I'll recommend to write around 55 to 65 words. Why? So that you can make sure you have enough keywords. If you write 30 words, you can get 7 out of 7 as well. But just to be on a safer side, I really want all of you to give more keywords to the computer, because a lot of time we think that this particular word is a keyword, but that might not be actual keyword according to what the computer is equipped with or what the computer thinks. So you have to make sure you maximize your chances of giving as many as keywords possible. So write around 55, 60, 65 or even 70 words, and only one full stop which is at the end of the sentence. After that, 2 points for grammar and spellings. Please don't worry much about it. You have to write exact what is given in the passage. You do not have to write a single word by yourself. You don't really need to paraphrase anything. You do not really need to use synonyms or any kind of different words to make your essay or your summary, more sound, or you think that yes, I can't really use the same words. You can use the same words. This method is proven. A number of students have got 90 using this method. You do not really need to worry about changing even a single word from the passage. For grammar and spellings, make sure you write the same sentences from the passage, and also you proofread. Even though you're writing the same summary or same sentences from the passage, there are chances that there are typing or spelling errors. Make sure you proofread each and everything. Then comes your vocab. Don't worry about anything. Yes, you can use academic words, you can use synonyms, but I want you to keep everything as simple as possible. You write the same sentences from the passage, you can get 90 or 90 in writing. I can write this down. For vocabulary, don't worry much about it. Just copy the same sentences, as I'll be discussing in a bit what you have to do in summarized written text. Summarized written text is 7 points, contributes your points towards your reading and writing section. The method I'm going to tell you is proven. Thousands of students have used it, and they have got 90 as well. So stay with me. Let's have a look at what is the template and what is the method. So in total, you have 10 minutes to write the summary. Out of these 10 minutes, first 2 minutes, what you have to do? First 2 minutes, you have to identify 2, 3 or 4 sentences from the passage given to you. Now, the sentences which you have figured out, a lot of students have this misconception in their mind. They have to only pick first sentence, they have to only include last sentence, they have to include sentence from every paragraph. You have to select those sentences which have got more keywords. It can be the first sentence, it can be the last sentence, any sentence in the middle as well. You have to select sentences, choose sentences, write those sentences which have got more keywords, more proper nouns, more topic words, more words which are repeated again and again. Once you have done that, you have to follow for the next 5 minutes, you have to follow this template. You have to write the first sentence as it is, please. You have to use a comma, you have to use and then you have to write the second sentence which you have got. Once you have written that, you have to use the word furthermore. You have to use commas before and after. Furthermore, comma, furthermore, comma. Then you have to write the third sentence as it is. Now, if you think, excuse me, very sorry about my writing, but yes, this is what it is. If you think you've written 3 sentences and you are already around 60-65 words, just use a full stop over here. I don't really want you to write 4 sentences and go more than 75 words. But now, if you are at this position and you have only written around 45 or 50 words, what you have to do, you have to write another sentence, just use comma, moreover, comma again, fourth sentence, and that's it, you have done. You have done your job. Now, if you look at this summary, you will be thinking, I've written the same sentence, computer will pick it up. Believe me, we have used this strategy thousands of times, a number of times we have used this strategy, and every time we have got a perfect score. You can ask any of the student, or you can even ask one of your friend who is preparing for PTE. You'll come to know that if this works or not. Another thing, guys, keep it as it is. Use and, furthermore, moreover. Don't worry about if it is making sense or not. In PTE, there are a number of tricks, there are a number of shortcuts. You have to convince the computer that you are doing the right job. Now, if we talk about the working of the machine, how will computer be convinced? First thing, it has to check, computer will check your content, will look for 6 to 9 keywords. You will be covering 6 to 9 keywords over here. Next thing, they'll check the form. It will be between 5 to 75 words. If you have only used one full stop, you're going to get 2 points in content, 1 in form. Then they look for your grammar and spellings. Grammar and spellings are perfect because you are just copying and pasting the same thing from the given passage. And vocabulary, we have tried this. A lot of times students do think they have to use very sophisticated words, very fancy words, but you don't really need to worry about it. Vocab will be fine if you're writing all your grammar and spellings perfect. That's it, what you have to do. Now 2 minutes for identifying the sentences, 5 minutes to write, and then last 3 minutes you have to spend to proofread each and everything. Make sure all your spellings are perfect. For proofreading, I'll give you one tip. Do not read from top to bottom. Instead, read it backwards, read it from bottom to top. You will be able to figure out more of your mistakes. That's all you have to do in summarized written text. That's it, guys. Make sure you do not complicate things for yourself. You'll see students practice for 2 weeks and they get the score. Why? Because they know what the computer needs and they only focus on that. Please do not complicate it and keep it as simple as possible, because there are tasks which require a lot of practice. I want you to practice more of things like reading blanks, write from dictations, and do not waste a lot of time on summarized written text. That's it from this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you need any help, you can contact us. If you want me to make video on any other task, please do let me know in the comment section and I'll try my best to help you out. Thanks, guys. All the very best. Stay connected and take care. Thanks, guys.